Congratulations to Tim Duncan for getting his jersey retired 3 days ago this past Sunday for the Spurs. Well deserved on his part. 2016 has been a great year for former NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame with Allen Iverson, Yao Ming, and among others 3 months ago. Now, tomorrow in Miami, he will get his jersey retired for the Heat, as they will go against Shaq's other former team, the Lakers. Oh, how ironic. Shaq and his two former teams will be in the same arena on the same night. I'm glad that he's getting his jersey retired for the Heat 3 years after getting his jersey retired for the Lakers. At first, it seems as though Shaq wasn't going to get his jersey retired because of how he left the team on bad terms. I remember when the Heat ended up with the worst record in the league with a 15 winning and 67 losing season record. That was ironically the same record the team had in their first season as a franchise. I remember when Shaq was really declining, he and Dwayne Wade were nagged with injuries. It was also Alonzo Mourning's last season before retirement, but ironically had the season-ending knee surgery. The cause of Shaq being traded on February 6, 2008 from the Miami Heat was Pat Riley having problems with the players. Jason Williams arrives to practice 10 seconds late. Pat Riley yelling and swearing, "Get the hell out of here!" Shaq tells Riley we're a team, need to stick together, not throw guys out of the gym. Riley tells Shaq, "If you don't like it, then get the hell out too." Shaq then says, "Well, why don't you make me?" Oh crap, Shaq, what are you doing? Shaq starts poking his chest. Pat Riley keeps slapping his finger away. It was all kinds of hell going on that season. Shaq and Dwayne Wade's relationship was falling apart by the time Shaq left. Even when Shaq did not express disappointment at Wade for failing to stand up for him. Hopefully they are both on good terms now, and Dwayne Wade now understands for what happened to Riley and Shaq, since Riley did D Wade wrong, not giving him the max contract he wanted. It seems like the Heat fans, the organization, and Pat Riley have finally come to their senses by letting bygones be bygones and retire Shaq's jersey. And I'm glad the organization and the fans did, because dwelling and getting upset about what happened with Shaq leaving on bad terms, it's not going to serve any justice for you and your franchise. Even though Shaq spent 3.5 seasons in Miami, he helped the city go from nothing to relevant, and that torch continued when LeBron arrived. He promised you a championship in Miami, you got it. Plus, no Shaq means that he wouldn't have made the finals in 2006. After all, Wade needed Shaq, Shaq needed Wade. Just like Shaq needed Kobe, Kobe needed Shaq. Now the real question is, should Shaq also get his jersey retired for the first team he started his career off, the Orlando Magic? I think he should get his jersey retired for the Magic. After all, Magic fans, he was your first superstar way before Tracy McGrady and definitely way before Dwight Howard. I mean, Shaq won Rookie of the Year. Since his rookie season, Orlando were in the playoffs for the rest of his 3 seasons there. They went to the finals in 1995. They almost went back to the finals in 1996, but Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and the rest of the Bulls swept their asses out in the Eastern Conference Finals. And what's up with the Magic getting swept in the time of their elimination during the Shaq and Penny Hardaway days? They get swept by the Pacers in the first round in 94. Then 95 they get swept in the NBA Finals. And in 96 they get swept in the Eastern Conference Finals by the Bulls. It's like, what is up with that? It's like they were just cursed and it was just a coincidence. Yes, Shaq spent 4 seasons with the Magic, but he still had a successful career with the team. I mean, look at Charles Barkley. He spent 4 seasons with the Suns. Yet, he still has his jersey retired because of the MVP he won in his first season there, going to the finals. The next 2 seasons, he had a shot in 1994 and 1995 to win it all, but for some reason, they kept losing to the Rockets twice in the Western Conference Finals. So if Barkley can get his jersey retired in Phoenix, despite spending 4 seasons there, then why not Shaq? And I think the reason why he hasn't gotten his jersey retired is because of him leaving as a free agent back in 1996. I guess Shaq didn't feel appreciated much, even compared his lack of privacy in Orlando to feeling like a big fish in a dried up pond. And I guess maybe the Magic organization and Magic fans probably took that the wrong way, and that pretty much caused them to be pissed off at Shaq for leaving. Plus, him and Penny Hardaway weren't seeing eye to eye at the time. Penny already felt like he was the leader of the Magic and did not want Shaq making more money than him, according to Shaq. Since then, the Magic fell apart, and that's when Penny Hardaway was cursed and he got nagged with injuries, screwing up his career. That's the sad part. Okay, listen, Magic fans, I understand you were hurt when Shaq left. I get it. I know you guys thought that this was your only chance when you had Shaq and Penny Hardaway to actually win a championship. At the end of the day, Shaq just felt unappreciated. Don't you want him to feel appreciated? He just felt that maybe it was time for him to go to a bigger market, which was LA, the Lakers, so he can also do his movies and be a rap star over there. He just felt unappreciated. Hey, it's been 20 years since he left Orlando. I mean, at this rate, you guys and the organization, the fans in the organization, you guys need to like let it go. You need to let bygones be bygones, because you still getting upset at Shaq for him leaving Orlando due to whatever reason is not going to serve any justice. I mean, you guys act like he killed one of your family members or something. Appreciate the times you had Shaq and was fortunate to have a prime Shaq on your team at that time, and just be thankful of the success that you guys did have during his 4 seasons there, including going to the finals in 1995. I think Shaq getting his jersey retired in Orlando is more appreciative than Dwight Howard. And I know Dwight Howard spent 8 seasons in Orlando. He played longer. He won 3 Defensive Player of the Year trophies. He also went to the finals in 2009, losing to the Lakers in 5 games. I get all that. But the way he left Orlando when he was toying with you guys, trying to decide if he wanted to stay or not, and he just kept taking so long to decide where he's going to go, I can see why you guys had mixed feelings and was really upset at Dwight and burned his jerseys when he left Orlando. It's like, dude, make your decision. Why are you taking so long to decide if you want to stay with Orlando or not? It's amazing how the Magic don't have their players' jerseys retired in history. It's like, what are you guys waiting for? What, you got to win a championship to have players that won a championship to get their jerseys retired? Why? Shaq should get his jersey retired for the Magic. So should Penny Hardaway. I know injuries screwed him up, but it's not his fault, okay? Remember, before the injuries, he was balling. Him and Shaq gave you success in Orlando, going to the finals in 1995, for crying out loud. And you should also retire Dennis Scott's jersey. I mean, the guy was a great three-point specialist. He was the glue to that Magic team. And you should also retire Nick Anderson's jersey. And I also think you should retire Tracy McGrady's jersey in Orlando, too. I mean, I know Tracy McGrady didn't have any success in his 4 seasons there in Orlando, losing in the first round. But the guy, that was his best years in Orlando. The guy was balling. Not to mention, you got to remember, he was a 2-time scoring champion when he was in Orlando. So because of that, I think he should deserve some recognition of getting his jersey retired. Especially since the CEO of the Orlando Magic talking about they're going to win a championship in 2030. Really? Why 2030? I mean, it would make sense if you said 2020 or somewhere in the 2020s decade. But 2030? Dude, you probably won't even be the CEO in 2030. You probably would be gone. I'm sorry, but I don't see this franchise winning a championship anytime soon. I mean, you guys act like you're the only team that hasn't won a championship in the NBA. There are plenty of teams that have never won a championship yet for their franchise. The Timberwolves, the Phoenix Suns. I mean, the list goes on and on. I don't know what's wrong with the Orlando Magic CEO. I think he was on drugs and was delusional at the same time when he said that. That reminded me when Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cavaliers, when LeBron James left for the Heat, I remember he said that they was going to win a championship in Cleveland without LeBron. Did that happen? Hell no. How are you going to win a championship when you don't have a guy like LeBron James on your team? And I think also Dan Gilbert was obviously on drugs and delusional for saying that. Guy was so hurt that LeBron was gone, he just figured he go into delusional mode and say, oh yeah, we're going to win a championship just to backfire at him. Dude, stop, okay? Once again, congratulations to Tim Duncan for getting his jersey retired and Shaq getting his jersey retired for the Heat. Do you guys think Shaq should also get his jersey retired for the Orlando Magic like he has for the Lakers and the Heat? I think so. But tell me what you think. Also in 2017, Shaq will also be getting a statue of himself for the Los Angeles Lakers.